It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Bird on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, and Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Colts nothing.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jones on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. They
find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, next-gen stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Bird to return.
Premier Bird on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Touchdown, Colts.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's right.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
33-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 10-yard line.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Saquon Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On the return, it's Rodgers. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Demir Bird returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To try to get in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year, and the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Bird now ready to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive stretch is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Bring it! And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Giants have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go to Barkley again. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And
he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Colts 21-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 13-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
That's the score. Giants 31, Colts 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Bird now ready to return it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
A gain of 3.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need... And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. O'Shane Ximines in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. On the right side open is Gesicki. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus,